Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Dominion League Championship match between Qsenoch and Kazumaru08. I am Akuchi, and I am joined in commentary by Jay Nails. Mick wins. Congratulations to Qsenoch for being the Season 53 League Champion. Yeah, this is one of those rare cases, maybe unique, where um, the outcome of the championship match doesn't actually matter because Mick had such a dominant performance. But they're going to play anyway, and they're going to play a trail cage match. So each of the six games they play is going to have Trail in the Kingdom, which is a new Hinterlands Second Edition card. It's just such a weak card. Plus one card, plus one action. That doesn't even do anything. But there are some.
Each does, and they say Page is a strong card.
That's true. There must be something special about this trail card. So let's see how it
So
gets
here's an
used.
idea. You play replace.
Mm-hmm.
You top deck a scepter. Then you play your tactician discarding a trail. Then you draw the scepter. And you need to draw one other card. You discard two trails, and then you play the scepter, and then you re-tactician, and then you got a 15 card starting hand.
Incredible. The fabled multiple tactician line. I'm pretty doubtful that that's what's gonna go down, but we'll see. Definitely replace trail shenanigans are possible, but we also have Silk Merchant, which is a very nice card to trash itself.
Yeah, I think trail gets used here a decent bit.
So this game looks to be pretty fast, I would think, between Silk Merchant and Villa.
This I'm glad I'm watching this and not playing this because this kingdom looks incredibly hard to play to me. There's just so much, like, it's not clear, it's just weird. And there's a lot of stuff going on that's all going to be very contextual. Like, you can do all sorts of stuff with Villa and Hermit and trail interactions, Tactician, Scepter, all that.
Yeah,
Man, man, man.
I imagine the players are going to want to score points with collection at some point, and I don't have enough experience with collection to know when the best time to get it is.
Yeah,
Like,
so one of the big drawbacks of collection, relative to I don't know, a lot of other like cards like Livery, for example, is it being a treasure, you can't trigger it normally on action phase gain. So like replacing something into a Silk Merchant isn't going to get you collection BP. Except here, you could play the collection first, buy Villa, go back to your action phase, and then start doing your replace stuff, and you'd be getting collection points that whole time.
true, true. So both players, I think, opened Hermit, and then they got a replace in their second shuffle. I don't know if any. I think somebody at least may have had the opportunity for a crop rotation. It looks like Kazumaru takes it now. Hmm.
Crop rotation seems good, although part of what struck me as making crop look good wasn't relevant here, which is you can buy crop rotation on a hermit turn
Mm-hmm.
and still convert the hermits into madmen, which wasn't relevant to Kazu's buy, but this again could
Yeah,
come up.
that's nice if you can make it happen, but it's pretty tough costing six and needing to play Hermit that turn.
I mean, it basically just means like that first madman turn, you madman, you
Hmm,
play the
right.
hermit, and then you buy crop, and then you get a new set of madmen.
Yeah, that sounds promising. There's only one Hermit out. What happened? Somebody
They were turned to the
somebody must have gained something that's not a Hermit from their play. Or did Kazumaru not open Hermit? Oh, hmm. Yeah, Kazumaru never got a Hermit. That's explains why there's only one Hermit out. Now we know. Silk Merchant
does
Silver was the open.
does not seem ridiculous to me. I mean, you can trash perfectly fine with Cemetery here. And so replacing estates into cemetery seems like a viable alternative path.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to do that anyway, right? To trash your copper at some point. There it is. Trail has been gained.
Interesting.
Triggering that shuffle.
I was thinking the early replace play would be cemetery. Maybe Kazu just didn't think he had the hand for it.
Could be a
I mean, with the Silk Merchant
cemetery.
also in hand, I can see why the trail play made sense as well.
Yeah, I mean, could be a cemetery buy here. I don't think those three cards are any good, though. There is an estate, though, so that'll trigger crop rotation. So,
All of our coffers for something.
yeah, it's going to buy platinum.
Makes sense, yeah. Uh, Ghost looks good here to me.
Yeah, you'd want to take it now. Discard the Hermit. Or actually, maybe
I think
discard.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an example of a hand where Mixinock could play the Hermit and buy crop rotation,
Right, yeah.
although he would then have no green cards left in deck.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm team Ganna Ghost here.
So, don't have much money after that. Um, but it is nice to clean out those coppers. Oh, okay. Guess it's not ghost time.
A little surprising. Not bad though. Madman's a good card.
Oh, interesting. Hermit, I thought Mick actually trashed the cemetery, but nope, they just looked at the cemetery. Looked pretty good. They left it there. Gotta get some more draws, Kazumaru. I mean, and or trashing.
Two more merchants here.
Yeah, I think so. You could try to play on, right? Get a trail.
What's down there?
There's another replace. I think there might be one more Silk Merchant, right? I think Kazumaru has three.
That's interesting. I'd be happy if I do the Silk Merchant, but I think sad if you do the replace.
Agreed. Oh, there's also Monastery for trashing copper to consider. I think in general I'm going to prefer Cemetery, but there could just be a tactical moment where it's easy to pick up a Monastery and trash like all the copper you want.
The rare card that triggers neither of replaces effects.
Hmm.
Okay, so we do see
Oh,
playing on.
and there's that replace. I mean, it's probably good that you don't top deck. Okay, goes for the estate instead of Monastery. I mean, you've got crop rotation, but yeah, still didn't draw an estate.
First, I don't think is gonna matter because Mick can kill it with Hermit before it ever gets into the shuffle.
The curse, yeah.
Maybe it's slightly inconvenient. If Mick wasn't otherwise going to play this Hermit this turn.
If Mick wanted, also if Mick wanted the ghost, potentially.
Really not. super on board with killing the silk merchants in this kingdom. Uh, like obviously it has a great on trash benefit, but it's the best draw card here, and you got trail if you want replace targets.
Maybe Mick was convinced by your multiple tactician idea. Silk Merchant? Who needs that? I can start with 15 cards in my hand. Mick's thinking.
I've seen even uh, with crop rotation.
I mean, it's easy to find the green card if you start with 15.
Yeah. This is a very thin deck. I'm thinking cemetery into collection. Hermit gains a silver. I want payload now.
I mean, I don't want a collection on top of my deck, though.
Or alternatively, you could Hermit gain silver, cemetery into trail, draw the silver, and buy yourself a collection.
Yeah, that's an interesting line. Um, let's see what we are doing here. That's weird time to get a trail. Another
You want to play another hermit.
hermit.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's either going to be a bunch of hermits or, nope, in fact, a bunch of madmen.
This is wild.
We have all the draw.
But it's like inefficient draw, right? Because
I, I'm
uh,
pretty sure the last time he played the madman, it just drew him two cards.
yeah,
Yeah, this last madman drew two cards.
because you are gonna play replace, which is gonna reduce your hand size by 2 for Madman draw. Like that's your primary source of gains, I guess.
I like Mr. Guy's take.
Well, that's we have two very different decks here. Kozumaru has a whole bunch of coppers, hasn't really drawn deck, and Mick has got all kinds of overdraw with no payload to speak of. I mean, yeah, I don't.
I
Very,
don't like how much Kazu has delayed the trashing. Uh,
yep. I think there was a good
I was on,
opportunity for Cemetery.
yeah, yeah. I was much more on board with silver into replace when I thought that was going to involve replace gaining cemeteries.
Yep. So what's the thinking here?
Uh, Regretting past decisions.
Could be. Might buy a I might buy a collection here. It could be wrong, but I would
See,
consider it.
there's, there's no way to gain and play a tactician here, right? The trail trigger is too early to draw the tactician on its own, and you can't you don't have the money to buy a trail and then buy a villa.
Yeah, that all seems not possible.
I'd really love if I could play a tactician this turn though.
I'm sure, but there is no way for Kazumaru to continue their turn.
What if he tried a bit harder? Yeah, there we go. Who sent that? Yeah, Lucas in the chat. So you replace the villa into tactician, then you buy a villa, then you play your trail, drawing the tactician. Oh wait. Do you have enough money to have a copper in hand at the end of all that?
You don't need to
'Cause
buy.
we would have had.
You have villagers, so you don't even need to buy a villa.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good
Okay.
point.
I didn't
Okay,
know
well,
we
yeah,
were.
that
I
works.
didn't know we were rewinding before the replace
Yeah,
play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was
yeah,
a way there, and that would have been reasonable.
yeah. I think I like that line probably because I feel like what Kazu really needs is a big hand, and then you do a cemetery, and then you're all good to go.
Yeah, that would pretty much guarantee a great turn. As is, you gotta hope that you have one of your green cards in the top four.
I'm thinking scepter here.
Scepter definitely a reasonable card on this board, and especially like since Mick doesn't seem to be touching the villas, so you can just have your own. Oh, it looks like Kazumaru is going for monastery trashing of coppers.
What's gonna buy seems reasonable. I was thinking like monastery is good here and all. It's easy to add and deals all the coppers real fast. I was just I still think cemetery is the way to go. Like it trashes four coppers at once, it curses your opponent, and it's a great replace target the next time you see it.
So maybe Mick's just going with a no buy like strategy here, which
He
seems
certainly
wild
has.
with
The
collection.
question is why. Yeah, I don't know. Can't say that I fully
It,
comprehend what's going on over here.
it seems a good deal like spinning, doesn't it?
There much spinning has occurred. If Thunder Dominion says cemetery is better than monastery, well, shoot, I agree with that, but I'm now forced to reconsider if my view aligns with Thunder Dominion on something.
You would hope that it would be better than chance. Best madman ever. Interesting
What a
order.
powerful card, that Madman. No, we just want more Madmen.
I guess like that's an interesting order, right? Couldn't Mick have reversed that and trashed the estate? Like you don't want the estate as Mick, right? You can always just trash trail.
If you're asking what Mick in fact wants, I haven't the foggiest idea at this particular moment.
Yeah, maybe somebody in chat can tell us if Mick is self-commentating. Oh no, he's not in the voice channels. We'll just have to figure out afterwards if he ever uploads a video, I guess.
So I was about to comment, oh, look, Mick could gain and play a tactician here pretty easily. But then, why do you need a tactician when your deck is full of madmen?
Yeah, pretty unlucky to not actually start with a madman,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that will be remedied pretty quickly.
I play these merchants.
I feel like maybe this ought to be a villa. I don't know.
Yeah,
Wait, you get the
you
villa in
can buy
hand,
the villa
right?
here, maybe. Just like, are you saying the trail ought to have been a villa,
No, no,
or
no, no. The
we should buy a
gain,
villa now?
not buy, right? The gain is still in flux here.
Oh, I see, I see. He is choosing what to gain.
I mean, it could be a
Hmm.
variety of things, right? You could get the scepter and then like play a silk merchant, enter your buy phase, scepter or silk merchant, then buy a villa. Like, there's all kinds of stuff you can do.
Yeah, there's a lot of options here. I think it's reasonable to think here. Just another silk merchant looks good, scepter looks good, villa looks good, trail looks good.
I think I like scepter the most because it's flexible. You can. Like once you get deck control, you can play it as replace. But you
Yeah, you
really,
gain a scepter
really want to
here.
focus on drawing this turn because you want to find your monastery and trash curse and multiple coppers and stuff.
Yeah. If you gain a scepter now, you play a silk merchant,
Yeah.
then you
Why'd
play
you?
the scepter. What? This
Why'd you
seems
get them up? Why? Why?
okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god! What is this
Yeah.
monastery doing?
It's trashing the
Ah,
copper and an estate.
there's also
Weird
11
monastery.
cards down there.
That
I,
doesn't look pretty.
I think at most one of them is a silk merchant.
All right. Well, Kazuya should just gain and play a tactician.
Of course.
I don't. He spent a lot of time thinking about this, and I feel like the conclusion that he reached was not optimal.
Yeah, well, I mean, either you shouldn't have gained the monastery on the previous turn, or you shouldn't have gained the cemetery there, is my thinking. Like,
Yeah.
if you gained something that helped you draw, like a scepter, right, then you could have a really good odds, I think, of getting to that monastery. But I don't know. They have a lot of cards in their deck.
Yeah, I think you get there. Like Silk and Scepter. That's another 5 cards of draw right there.
Yeah. And you have, I think, another silk in there.
Yeah. It's certainly like as we're looking at it.
Yeah. That's good evidence. So it wasn't guaranteed, but I feel like it was a good play. Wait, why did that madman need to be played? I'm so confused. Wait, can you not play the trail if you gain it via replace? Because Mick didn't.
You definitely can. I think you wanted to replace it because if you play the trail, it's in play.
So Mick is going for a lot of madmen, I think we can say. I just
Uh,
don't understand, like, what if Kazumaru scores points?
well, I feel like Kazumaru is fiddling around doing I don't know what, and
Oh
Mick,
no.
if he so desires, can easily pivot out of the spinning in circles into a real deck any moment now.
I mean,
And
that's
so
true, I
I
guess.
feel like I like Mick's position actually.
I do like Mick's
Just
position compared to Kazumaru's, I think. But I feel like with just a few different decisions from Kazumaru,
yeah.
I guess I'm not on board with the many madman, the no buy strategy from Mick in general. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
not what I would have pursued.
I feel like Kazumaru's stuff seems like a coherent strategy played poorly.
Hmm.
Mick, on the other hand, is just an enigma
I mean, it is a coherent
around a
strategy. It's
table.
just it's a very
It's
surprising one.
it just maximize the number of Batman plays.
Yes, yeah, and he's getting up there.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm actually surprised that he doesn't have more than three madmen. I thought he played like four hermits that turn. And one, two. He
Well,
does.
he's already played one.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So he had four madmen. You can keep that number going up. Like if you can get to all 10, that would
Yeah.
be very impressive.
Yeah.
I feel like the piles might empty before you get there.
Yeah,
It,
we're theoretically like 2 turns from a pile out, maybe.
yeah,
Like, those piles are not high.
not at all. It's so funny. Like Qsenoch has a mostly silk merchantless deck, and then Kazumaru never played with Hermit. It's just a very interesting contrast.
Indeed.
What gold? How's that gonna help? Oh, I guess you're gonna gain province.
Fascinating choice.
Maybe starting to feel or fear the pile out threat or something. It's just like a safety province. Probably. I mean, yeah. Like Mick's gonna be gaining more replaces and perhaps Trails. But probably not Trails. Oh, Silk Merchant.
There's no pile this turn, right? Maybe. There's a good pile, right? Maybe not.
Mm,
I'm thinking of trail like Fortress, and it sure looked like there was a pile at a second ago, but maybe
yeah, Fortress
that
would definitely have
required.
changed things. I think the Silk Merchant was only gained for the villager. Then why not Villa? I don't know.
Or trail. I mean, Villa maybe is just Mick wants to lower the relevant pile, so threaten a pile out, but trail would achieve the same end.
But like, why gain the Silk Merchant? Like, you're not gonna play it, and it looks like you're
You know,
not gonna
trash it with your
trash it.
hermit. You trash with the hermit.
Man, that'd be so sad.
But why don't we play in the hermit? You could have converted this hermit to a madman.
It would have cost a villager.
Now you get it back. You trash the silk merchant.
Oh no, it feels so bad. Like at that point, I think it's just like a sunk cost. Mick is like, look, I gained the Silk Merchant. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna immediately trash it with Hermit. But yeah, they should have gained a Villa, seemingly. But very difficult turns to play. Wait a second.
So, as Kazumara,
All right,
you got to finagle a win here somehow, and I'm not seeing how it's happening. This is a terrible ghost.
it's horrible. You trash the
uh,
monastery so you can at least like gain and play a trail. Maybe you'll draw something that you actually want to trash.
yeah.
I mean, I say you go for it. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, as in,
I
don't
don't think
worry.
Kazu's gonna win, but I definitely agree the best chance of winning is somehow pulling a pile out here out of thin air.
Well, I wasn't even saying that. I was just saying like I wouldn't be scared about piles. Just like do what's best for your turn right now. Like if you try to play this turn without ever gaining a trail or a silk merchant, you're gonna lose. That's for sure.
I mean, you could gain a villa if you didn't want to low piles. I think gaining a villa there would be totally reasonable. That lets you play all your silk merchants. Um, I have no idea what chat is on about. They really like diffractions.
This is a pretty bad hand for Mick.
Yes, it is. Uh, I mean, he can at least get decently far into the shuffle. You replace the trail into a silk merchant that draws you a card. You replace something else, maybe the
No,
province
no, no.
even
You
into
can
a trail.
replace a
That
trail into a trail. That gets you 2 cards deep.
I want to top deck a silk merchant and then draw it with the other replace.
How?
So like top deck a silk merchant and the other replace gains you a trail that
Yeah,
draws a
but
silk merchant and
from
then you draw one.
what are you trashing with the other replace? The province
Oh,
to gain a trail?
sure.
I'm not a
Unless
fan.
I drew a trail.
I'm not a fan.
Speaking of sunk costs, look, the province was there to protect against the pile out. It served its purpose. What value does it have in your deck at this point?
I guess it depends how much Kazumaru scores, right? Yeah, like if you have a 6+ point lead, then yeah, sure. You can trash the province.
Yeah.
But it hurts. That's the end goal, J Nails, that province. How dare you trash it?
I thought the end goal was collections.
Well, apparently not. I don't think any collections being gained this game. Mika's like, forget it. Who needs to buy cards? Oh god, curses are also a pile. Did you know that?
Indeed. I I've been led to believe curses are pile.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until this moment.
See, I don't like that Villa gain. Right? Oh no,
Nope.
he bought it. No, I take it back. I thought we were gaining the Villa off of a replace or something.
No.
Um,
No, yeah, no villagers left for Kazumaru, so they just straight up ran out of actions.
uh,
The
yeah,
th-
like is Kazumaru. I'm still just hoping beyond hope to effectuate a pile out here, and it's not beyond a
Whoa!
possibility.
Whoa!
He's going for it,
But
which
why the
I
silk
mean, it's easier, I
merchant?
think.
Oh, well, you're okay. You've got that trail that you're gonna replace. Okay.
Let's see if we got it. Uh, this is looking close. There's
Oh,
nothing good down there, is there? No,
no,
there's
there's
only
nothing good
sadness
down there.
lies down there. Okay,
Yeah. Well,
we
you
got
can pile
close. We got
out.
very close.
I mean, Kazumaru was capable
Yeah.
of piling out.
Yeah, so like with a better ghost target, for example, and maybe there's a sequence of draws here that could have piled out
Ghosted
anyway.
silk merchant would
But
have been much
yeah.
much better.
Yeah, so now Kazu's lost, but I mean that made sense. Even if it didn't pan out.
I mean,
I wouldn't mill the province. I would replace the trail into a curse.
why would you do such a thing? Kazumaru thinks for an extremely long period of time and then ends the game on their terms.
All right. Well, I think Mick's got a pretty good shot at winning this match now.
I feel like it's in the bag.
We hear. Oh, look, trail again.
Incredible. This looks
Mm.
like a terrible trail board to me.
Mm. I think I agree with you on that one. Yeah, I think it is quite likely that we just don't see trail get gained at all here.
How do you feel about trader trashing?
Uh, well, you could trash trail, get 4 silvers, and then your trader's non-terminal. So that sounds great.
Yeah, not really what I was talking about, but
And it was trader trashing. Yeah, I think thinning your coppers looks pretty good here. It's both significant for Menagerie as well as for Herald. So I would fit in a trader at some point. Trader's one of those cards that I find very awkward to trash with though, because like when do you add it?
oh yeah, I mean
Like that's
it's awful. But the
it's
thing
very low
is, I don't
tempo.
see any like good money-ish strategy. So I feel like you have to do the really slow build with trader, especially because Wild Hunt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could
I
play
mean,
like
like
Wild Hunt money and hope to contest, the points that way if it comes to that. I don't know.
if it weren't for the fact that money is terrible, I feel like pirate would be a decent money card. The problem is just then you're playing big money and well, you're not gonna win.
I just think the problem is that
Yeah,
Pirate's a bad card.
that is true. Pirate is not a good card. Uh, but I see a lot of very interesting things that this deck can do, even if the lack of trashing will make it a little bit
Now,
tedious to
if you
get there.
put spices in the kingdom, now I would have doubts about building.
No, no. You take a mission turn, you get like 8 VP off your wild hunts. You'll be in a fine place.
The reward is good, it's just so slow. Yeah, but maybe it's
Mission, by
correct
the way, I think looks pretty good here.
once you have a trader.
Nah, just turn one.
Well, neither player followed your turn one mission approach.
Well, they're missing out.
I
Uh,
mean, you can buy
I feel
traveling
like
fair on your mission turn.
yeah, I feel like you could open trader here actually. Yeah, I'd want to trade one estate into silvers, I think, and then otherwise start killing coppers.
I mean, you're not impressed with the diplomat open or the fishing village silver open?
I mean, I don't hate them, just given lack of alternatives. Imagine if this fishing village were a menagerie. That'd be
Yeah. I mean, yeah, menagerie is gonna activate here because it finds a way. So war chest from Kazumaru, seems fine. I
yeah.
mean, it's good with mission, right?
Yeah, war chest is something you can do in your mission turns. You could have no, I was gonna say you could have gotten a pirate to gain the war chest, but then what's the pirate doing for the rest of the game?
So mission managed to dodge the big round of errata. Like, I don't know if it was considered by Donald X to change it to the, in my opinion, more complicated. You can't gain cards during your buy phase. Um,
You can't gain cards you bought.
well, I mean that's really dumb.
See, you're allowed to buy any card in the kingdom. Gain just fails.
So I mean, like my opinion on the errata stuff is I respect getting rid of on buy triggers, but I feel like buy versus gain is a super like clear distinction that didn't need to be complicated. But that's
I
neither.
have trouble evaluating it because, to my understanding, this is for new players, and I honestly have very little conception of what new players think of Dominion and what they get tripped up by. But apparently, this is a problem that needed to be fixed, and I think I'll have to take that on face value. There's some cards that I think this is improved substantially, and some cards I think this is really mucked up. Like I think Plan is a much more interesting card now, and Exploration is a much less interesting card. Well,
Yeah, but like
neither is
I mean,
Fruiting.
plan could have just been written that way. Like,
You mean like from the outset,
yeah,
or
yeah. Like I mean, nothing.
yeah,
The errata did change it, but like in a way that
yeah.
I think is more interesting. But like that could have been how it originally was written, I guess. Obviously. So we got a double war chest for both players, and they managed to collide, which is not usually what you want, but there's actually a lot of stuff to gain in this kingdom. So it
Yeah.
is a pretty
I
good
feel
war
like War
chest.
Chest is a card that is good, largely because nowadays there's a lot of good cards in the kingdom.
I would have taken a menagerie there. I would have believed.
I want Menagerie, I think, as well, more so than these players do. I also want a Trader at some point.
Like maybe it never works, right? Because if you're playing with heralds, you don't have control generally over your play order. But yeah, I want a trader for sure. Now, if you add it with Herald, there's a little risk there, except that risk comes like way down the line.
I have to play with Heralds here.
You don't have to, but I mean, it's
I
pretty
feel
good.
like I would add a Herald or two, just because at that point it's a unique card or two, but I don't think I'm super sold on the Heralds. Fishing Village Wild Hunt with a Diplomat and Menagerie seems better to me.
Look at all those
And then when they
actions.
name those four cards, you can gain a Herald in your fifth war chest.
Do you think this would be a good time to buy a mission?
Yes, extra turns are good.
I mean, you get one war chest play maybe, which kind of is net even with the mission buy, and you don't have the trader to get any more value. So I think you'd only do it if you were going to take the wild hunt points, which it seems too early to do.
Well, I think importantly is I think this isn't a very inspiring turn, and missioning here gets you through this turn. And so, as much as playing a war chest, a lot of the value of missioning there, I think, is just taking
Okay,
a better turn.
but I'm not sure that you're actually getting to good turns. Like you have all your starting cards.
I sure would appreciate a trader.
Yeah, trader mission there could have been a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think both players are naming Wild Hunt with the war chest, which seems fine, I guess. Like they both have a ton of fishing villages, so
Yeah, I think I agree with the wild hunt name.
Mick could top deck Wild Hunt, but this happens to be a turn where they didn't play a fishing village. But maybe they have one in those three cards. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Nope. No top decked card.
Buy Herald and Top Deck three things, or Herald Menagerie, or
Oh, yeah, the overpay from Harold could be pretty good here. Maybe. I don't actually know if Mick has any wild hunts.
oh, I'll put down there, right? Let's see. Yeah, well, just the one. That's not many, but it still seems good.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you know what he should have done then, in retrospect, I think, is that war chest should have gained a menagerie. And then you top deck three cards, one of which is a menagerie. That's a very good shot at activation.
Yeah, make your own shuffle luck. So we're just gonna like pile before decks do anything interesting. Makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. Like if you're not gonna play with Trader, I just think whatever you're doing is worse than a like money-ish thing. But there's Wild Hunt to complicate that.
And worse than money is going pretty far. I think you remove trader and money is still totally lost.
I mean, we have removed Trader, and I'm looking at turn 12, and nobody's close to having a really functional deck. I mean, it's
Like
still like
where
you,
is big money on turn 12? That's
yeah, two provinces maybe. Yeah, I mean, like Mick could buy province,
yeah.
right? If he was being pressured. So
Yeah, and this is one of those kingdoms where you'd have to take like seven provinces before you're really threatening anything because they don't need to score via buying green
I
cards.
mean, if you have a Wild Hunt, they can't leave those points on the Wild Hunt
No.
mat. So
Well, they can't leave them on the mat between turns, but you take like let's just say six wild hunts for the engine, and then you play six, you play five on your mission turn, you gain an
I mean, that all
estate.
sounds
Like that's
great,
11 points right there.
but I feel like you need to trash a Trader for this deck to ever have a chance.
You keep shoving draw cards in your deck until it functions. I mean, I'm pro trashing trader. I just think trader is good rather than necessary. Um, I think you would still easily beat the big money thing without it.
Hmm. Yeah, it could be. All right, I think you got to take these points. But maybe not this turn. Maybe you mission and then you take it. get even more points, right? Because you can top deck a traveling fair potentially and buy mission. I mean, top deck Wild Hunt with traveling fair, buy mission, and then you're guaranteed to be able to get those points. But I'd take the points for sure right now, one way or another.
Yeah. I like draw on and mission and ooh, is this a bad shuffle? What's down in there?
I
It's
mean,
not a bad shuffle, is it? They're looking at
just
almost all their junk, right?
yeah. I mean, just buy
There's a
mission.
yeah, there's a copper down there. There's a
I think there's a
war
Wild
chest
Hunt
down there. Is there a wild hunt? Yeah, that sounds right.
because I don't. I think Mick only has two, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mick gained like two Wild Hunts recently.
I don't. Let's see. I think those cards are not terrible.
I think there's a Wild Hunt.
Oh wait, no, I think it's 3-3. Yeah, so there's not a wild hunt down there. Oh, what else is down there? There's a copper, there's a war chest, and some mystery cards.
Yeah, I think you have to top deck then. Top deck the Wild
Yeah,
Hunt.
yeah. There's no diplomat.
Maybe a fishing village. Maybe a
That's
market,
what I'm checking at the
but
moment.
probably not.
Doesn't look like a fishing village.
Oh, you can top deck a menagerie here, which seems really good, right? You only have one copper.
I concur.
No, don't do it. You have fishing villages in play.
Yeah, I think Menagerie looks way better than Fishing Village
Way
there.
better. You can draw cards and then you can decide what to do with the Wild Hunt. Oh, so much better. I guess it's nice to get a fishing village in play on your mission turn, I guess. But, like, you could just draw into them with Menagerie. Oh, there's a war chest down there. That was the other card.
The War Chest was one that we knew.
Yeah, I
So the other cards were a
Market and a
what? Market
Herald.
and Herald.
Yeah, Market Herald, Copper, war chest. Question.
Was it 5 cards down there?
Yeah. Oh, there's another fishy village, right? Because he played two. No, I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, he just top decked that one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm a little confused. Oh, what? Why are
Oh, there were two markets. That was the answer.
okay? Yeah, why did we not play the Herald? What am I missing?
Wants these cards in a shovel, I guess.
Because
I'm out. Yeah,
well,
I like.
Herald would be
Imagine
great
if
here
Herald
if you
hits Wild
could
Hunt.
overpay.
Well, you can't buy anything this turn. Oh yeah, yeah. I see what you're
You're
saying.
resolving War Chest.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually a little surprised at the overpay effect that like it got eroded anyway, so the notice says overpay, and it works a little bit differently. I'm surprised it doesn't trigger on gain. Like, oh, I gained a Herald, I can overpay right now to top deck
No,
6 cards.
I think that's a nightmare for tracking the physical game. So it doesn't surprise
How
me.
so?
Well, you have to like
What?
keep track of spent keeping track of spent coins during your action phase
Ah,
is painful.
ah.
I'm not saying that there aren't ways to do that. In Dominion right now, there certainly are. But it is like it is a headache. So it seems like avoiding that wherever possible is nice.
That was a bold wild hunt gain.
That's a weird duchy gain.
Well, the Duchy gain makes a lot more sense to me than the wild hunt gain, right? Like there's 2 piles out, and the wild hunt is the third low pile.
Yeah, I mean Kazumaru is really close to just being able to buy both. You could Yeah, I don't think
No
you.
way to gain Wild Hunt in a mission turn unless your opponent is not paying
Yeah,
attention.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Well, the gamble paid off. So I think as Kazumaru, I just buy province
Yeah.
because like you might you might be able to get two wild hunts. It doesn't seem unreasonable at all. So you just want that
Or
points lead.
you mission double a state and then you pile estates on the mission turn.
Mick will never see it coming. I feel like you gotta go for the wild hunt points as Mick here with a mission turn.
I agree with that.
Hmm, not the case.
Hmm. Is province? Yeah, I think I like missioning there.
So it's Kazu a draw here for sure because you can potentially just win the game. And yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this is a winner hand.
Winner, winner. By mission.
Well, you got to leave the points on the Wild Hunt
Well,
that.
you don't actually get that mission turn, so but you could buy it anyway. All right. So no trails gained.
Sad.
A lot of cards were gained, but not a trail was not among them.
Norman Ashery or Trader, right?
Yeah, no trader. Eventually, I forgot that
Okay.
card was in the kingdom. I don't know how good it
Oh,
would have
this
gone to try to trash with trader, but I would have liked to see one of the players attempt it at least.
yeah, Fool looks annoying. More so Lucky Coin looks annoying here to me.
Um, so you're really hoping to like get draw from the black market, I guess.
Oh. Curious draw. I'm annoyed that I only have 6 coppers to start with rather than 7.
Yeah, forum trail is pretty cool.
And Forum Apothecary.
What is that? What is it?
You draw the coppers and then
Oh,
you
forum
forum them.
apothecary. I was like, how does apothecary interact with trail? I'm not seeing it. Got my wires crossed
Fortune Teller is terrible here.
because it discards trails.
The yeah. Like if they trash their estates, you play one Fortune Teller and you just trigger every trail in their deck. Oh no, you actually that doesn't work because then the first trail triggers a shuffle. So you gotta trash like all but one estate and then
Now,
put that
on the
estate
other
close to the
hand,
bottom.
there's no way to trash estates until you find some way in the black market. So I'm looking pretty favorably on Transmogrify. I think I think you've
Then
got
what
time for
about
that to pay off.
Flames Gift?
What about it?
That is a way to trash estates. It's not in the black
No, no, no,
market.
no, no. You always discard a state to your fool, so you never have it in hand to trash. I know how these things work.
No, this way you gotta track the boons.
Of course. Yes. Well, when all the fools are gained, we'll add our expert commentary there.
Ooh, Highwayman looks not half bad. It
Yeah.
has the problem of costing 5 though.
Yep. When you don't have 5 coins, it's pretty tough to buy.
Option?
Huh.
I'm not convinced that seller is better than stuff in the kingdom.
It's like pretty neat with trail, but you probably just want to be playing with forums anyway, and it's not like you can discard the
Yeah,
trails multiple times.
it's like a form that sucks.
Falconer looks pretty interesting with trail too.
Yeah, I would want a falconer here.
Probably just one, but yeah.
Yeah, I think one is the right number. It can gain you a potion, and it can gain you a bunch of trails, and that's probably about all it's doing for the most part.
Well, Hunter would have been okay. Alas.
Hunter would not be bad. Hunter can trick or trail.
It's,
Scholar too.
it's real sad
Yeah,
when
Scholar
you.
would. Actually, I think I would have bought Scholar over Hunter there. Trail makes it a really nice card, and also I
That's
think
true.
Draw Decks plays very nicely with Black Market.
Yeah, that's true. So I think Mick was
Kazu
the one
is
with the
taking.
Falconer.
Uh, yes. Is Kazu going to play money? This is a lot of silvers.
No, I mean
Surely not,
Kazu
right?
has no Kazu's passed up playing Lucky Coin multiple
Okay,
times.
there we go. Okay. Okay.
Oh no, yeah. Okay, okay. I feel like Falconer's got a good chance of activating on your opponent's turn.
I'll go swap. I'll take you.
Yeah, Grand Market's a nice thing to swap to, and of course Forum.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
Go ahead. Wait, why not? Actually, Salvager might have been worth it.
Hey, you're gonna need to pull a bridge from the black market if you want to swap into grand market.
Oh no, swap doesn't say any action card. I hate it. I would have taken Salvager.
Uh,
Like I want to trash these
you can swap
estates
into herbalist though.
really bad.
I don't want to trash them badly enough to pass up on a swap.
But like, what's swap doing here?
Sweeping things.
There's no like stuff that you just happen to gain that you don't want. You kind of want all the things you gain, right?
Okay, that happened to gain an herbalist.
I mean, yes, you can buy bad cards to swap. That's not zero synergy, but I want to trash those estates.
You can swap into a trail for a village effect.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
In fact, it looks like we're doing that right now. Oh, never mind. That's Mick reacting to Kazu's play.
Yeah, Kazumaru actually didn't get to react with their Falconer. A little surprising.
Ooh, fairgrounds. I mean, I don't want it yet, but that's a lot of points right there.
I don't think I ever buy Fairgrounds. I think I think Archive's good.
Yeah, archive looks great.
You have all of your starting cards. Oh, you can also take Sook and get some trashing.
Sook also sounds great.
You can also trash the trail, keep your turn going. I mean, you could do that. You could just play the trail, but yeah, never mind. Ignore me. Yeah, I think like why play the black market before the trail? I wonder what crazy cards you could see in the black market that would make that
Hmm.
the right decision.
You find a nomad camp and then you draw out your trail.
About that,
It is too strong.
yeah, it had to be removed.
I guess this Kazumaru is strongly considering. I would click archive. It seems like the simpler answer, but Sook is totally reasonable here.
N. Gober or Gobber thinks that it will usually be good to not react uh, with your Falconer on your opponent's turn. The idea being you can gain an extra action if you wait until your turn. I think there are pros and cons. Um, like obviously, if you can
Depends on
draw
what you're
around to
reacting
it,
into.
it's gonna be a no brainer to react. But
Yeah, like if you're reacting to a discard attack, then I think I'd usually rather the plus card effect of reacting immediately with a plus action. But when else would you be activating it other than a discard attack?
Wait,
A
what?
trashing attack? Well, then I'd also activate it.
Wait, we're talking about Falconer, so it'd activate on your opponent gaining a trail.
Oh, I see. So specifically, you activated your Falconer and you gained a trio, then you leave it in your hand. Yeah, that sounds
No, 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 no,
right
no,
to
no,
me.
no, no, no. Sorry. The thought is, do you even react with your Falconer on the opponent's turn? Right. The opponent gained a trail.
Of
You have a
course.
Falconer in hand. You could hold
Clearly, you
on
reacted
to
the
the Falconer.
Falconer. No, you react the Falconer, and then the question is just do you react the trail off of the Falconer?
Well, if you have a way to do something with the trail, then yeah, maybe that's the approach you could take. But like,
Why would
suppose
you
in
not
your
react the
hand,
Falconer?
what?
Why would you not react the Falconer?
Because you could play it on your. Okay, okay, okay. Never mind. Because yeah, I
I
was
guess if
thinking
you,
you'd get an extra action, but not if you have to play the Falconer terminal.
yeah, so I guess if you had a good gainer of two type cards in your hand next to the Falconer,
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's more niche than I thought. Yeah.
yeah.
So, anyways, a whole lot of stuff happened while I was distracted, but Suk was ultimately gained.
I'm rooting for Mick in this game because Mick has Apothecary.
Well, I'm rooting for Kazumaru because Kazumaru has trashing.
That that wasn't like Kazumaru just got that from the black market. That was an act of fate.
No, Mick could have taken
But
Salvager.
but swap.
Mick had every
You
opportunity.
tell me, but the opportunity comes at the opportunity cost of swap.
I'm aware of this. I am very well aware of this. What
Yeah,
happens if you try to?
I'm definitely team Mick this game.
What happens if you have an opportunity? Wait, okay. What if you try to swap Seller? What happens?
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
Seller does not have a pile to return to.
I do like playing with apothecaries. To be clear, I think that is something that Kazumaru probably should be doing. But I also think trashing estates is a thing you should be doing.
Get a fool.
Fool's actually not terrible, right? Because you can discard trail.
Yeah, yeah, that's a village.
But like it depends how much. Like you probably already have enough forums to do that, so maybe it's not actually doing any good. Interesting. So this is really nice, right? You get to play all those
I think
treasures and then souk his big
yeah,
monies.
big.
I also think Kazumaru
Uh,
has estates down there in those 7 cards to transmogrify, which is nice.
I think I like Sanctuary over Steward there.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say as Mick Fool also has the upside of you play it once to get lost in the woods, and you just swap it into a action if you're choosing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Fool for Mick is pretty reasonable. You know what else you can transmogrify? Lucky coin. You know what else you can transmogrify? Trail.
Two very good targets. Sadly, with only one transmogrify to go around, that's only one card every 2 turns at best.
It's true. Lucky coin got souked. Yeah, that's reasonable. I was thinking of that was the right play in that hand.
Given that you buy the suit, definitely I would trash the Lucky Coin there. I'm not playing for it to line up with transmogrify.
Yeah. Especially since you have estates left.
Yeah. And like your transmogrify has plenty of other targets. You don't need to hold out hope that you line those two things up.
Yep. That's a
Yeah,
third
third
black
black
market
market.
for Kazu.
That's a very black market. We How do I feel about that? I think that's too many black markets.
It's true, but on the other hand, it's with eight coins and two buys. Like, what are you doing?
The forum fool, forum nothing, double trail. Um, I think just forum maybe is the best answer there.
I think double trails was actually like kind of tempting. It feels bad, of course, right, to not have a way to gain. Like take advantage of the trail gain thing. Like you're like, man, I'll get it eventually with Falconer, but
Okay.
you do want to have those trails in your deck.
Topher has a good point. If this was a predictable hand, which I have to assume it was, then trail getting you two cards further in your shuffle is actually kind of helpful,
Yeah, just
right?
play it. Yeah, uh, it seems that way.
So Kazu will be able to salvage this hand by transmogrifying the trail rather than the estate. I think all being equal, I'd rather kill the estate, but given this hand, I'm definitely gaining a forum here.
You can also, well, you can also T-Mog trail into trail potentially. I don't know what those bottom two cards are, but that might also be a good play.
Yeah, there's like two forums down there. Wait, transmogrifying trail into trail, that's not getting you any additional draw. That's just getting you a village effect. I don't think that's what Kazu needs right now.
I mean, but if you have two forums down there or whatever, like, do you need another forum?
Well, if I have two forums down there, I'm probably just killing the estate at that point.
No, you can get another black market. Four too many.
I
Wait,
don't think
wait.
I'll get another black
You
market.
can T-Mog fool to get lost in the woods and then discard, right? No. You have to play the fool, which doesn't happen at the start of your turn. Okay, well, whoever thought there were multiple forums down there was mistaken. But the turn continues. And you get to sanctuary one of those estates.
This turn's going places.
Looking pretty nice. Potentially you can activate Falconer off of a black market buy. Like Relic.
Oh, yeah, Relic is probably good, right?
As Donald X likes to remind us. Got very good stats as the person gaining Relic off the black market.
Yeah, there was a point where Relic was like the winningest black market buy.
Yeah.
I forget how that metric was measured. Hmm.
Yeah, it's just like if you gained a relic. Like if you gained X card, what percent of the time did you win? Like from the black market, and relic was up like at 68% or like something quite high, and nothing else was higher. I think at this point it's like 65%, and there's some other stuff in the high 60s, like recruiter and outpost and the kind of expected
The
cards. But
last time I recall this coming up, King's Court was number one, and that was itself quite a while back. So that's also probably outdated.
that also sounds like a reasonable option. I have definitely seen King's Court turn the tide as a black market buy. So what happened here? We had um we had Kazumaru choose not to play the trail that they discarded with Forum, which is surprising to me. I think just because
I
you
don't
could
want
have
to through
drawn
the
the
shuffle.
relic. Well, I don't. Yeah, maybe you just have a bunch. No, you have a bunch of coppers. That's right. That's right. Because you discarded them with Forum. Never mind. Good play. Take
So
back
much.
everything.
I said, "Hello, silk merchant."
Yeah,
I'm just gonna admire it for a bit before ultimately clicking on it.
I don't think there's any merit to clicking on the other cards. Unless you want to be super defensive against the attack that you suspect your opponent will get out of the black market. But you know what? There's no goons, there's no mountebank. It's a lot less
I,
likely.
I have to presume they're considering double forum, maybe, but some merchant is draw.
Well, don't you want to take the last trail? Just I don't know how important that is, but like you have a lot of forums, so your trail is like the limiter. I would consider buying trail regardless of what happens here. So like buy silk merchant, buy trail.
Oh,
I guess it's gonna be forum trail. What?
one of plenty.
Do I believe in the Horn of Plenty mega turn here? No, not really.
Is that not what we're aiming for?
Like it was at the beginning, but I don't believe in it. Like you needed to get good trashing from the black market for that to be real or like really good draw. And Kazumaru has gotten some trashing and some draw, but like I don't believe in the mega turn. It could be that Horn of Plenty is still pretty good because you can like get a grand market out of it. But like playing
Only,
six horns of plenty, that's pretty.
it still seems like a Horn of Plenty Megaturn to me.
So yeah, what's the third pile? I guess is the question, right? Because well, that would be potentially horns. I mean, if Kazumaru was mirrored on the potion, then apothecary would be low, but that's not the case. So yeah, there's not an obvious third pile. On the other hand, not trashing estates is means that you could go for some fountain points, which I think will probably play a
Uh,
role.
you have to explain to me how not trashing estates helps you go for fountain points.
Did I misspeak?
I'm suspecting so.
Swap the trail into something else? What?
You can regain it.
One of them, sure. But you want to swap things into trail, which, by the way, once trails are run out, you can't do. I think
Make,
I think Mick can do the Horn of Plenty thing better than Kazumaru, just because of the apothecaries.
Kazu's deck isn't built for horns. That just means Kazu's deck sucks, not that horns suck.
I mean, I
All
wasn't
right.
waving a flag saying boo Horn of Plenty. I was just saying from the way Kazumaru's turn played out, I don't envision a situation where they're playing 5+ Horn of Plenties. Like it seems unlikely. Now maybe they'll continue to get good stuff for the black market, and I'll be mistaken, right? Like they could get hunting party, laboratory, right? Like they could just keep getting draw cards that would allow them to support it, but they were they were barely getting through their shuffle, not like re-triggering a shuffle, right? Like form discard stuff, don't redraw again. So it's just going to be tough to support more stop cards, I think. Like that many more stop cards. Uh
Oh, there.
oh. Outpost in the house. Definitely not the easiest deck to kick off with 3 cards, I will say. But obviously, you want to take that risk.
I would definitely take Outpost, but Envoy is not a bad card itself.
No, it is not.
I feel like I know what just happened because I think I do this a lot. I think Mick clicked the don't buy button
Mm-hmm.
because it looks like the autoplay treasures button
Mm-hmm.
is in the same spot. I was like, who reads buttons before clicking?
I mean, Mick.
I always find myself accidentally closing the black market window when I'm trying to play my treasures.
So Mick can't do any gain and oh, Mick can gain and play trail. That's pretty snazzy.
That's nifty.
It just clears
Can
the
we get
copper, but
there? I don't think we can't play this turn,
No.
can we? No. Sad.
Pretty easy apothecary, and then either forearm or horn of plenty.
For him.
Yeah.
As Mick, I'm not
Oh,
imminently concerned
buy
with
a copper.
I like it.
Mick's going
Copper
for
is basically
them.
a draw card.
Fontaine.
I was thinking copper is like helpful in this deck when you have six apothecaries.
I don't think that's ever the case. Like, I don't think adding more coppers helps you draw non-copper cards. It just means with a bunch of apothecaries that it hardly hurts you. But I don't think it ever
Well,
helps you.
it gives you extra stuff to discard to your forums.
Yeah. Okay. I think like practically it's not a help, but it's like you have enough apothecaries and then the copper is basically not going to get in your way unless you're really unlucky.
Like if you have enough forums in your deck, the copper becomes actively helpful. I'm not sure how many forums Mick has. And the trails complicate things. There's also a good forum discard target.
So here's an example of a turn where it sure doesn't look like Kazumaru is ever going to get a horn mega turn. So I'd just take a grand market here.
I mean, here Kazumaru has got six uniques, so that's already 75% of the way to province.
I mean, of course Kazumaru will be able to gain province with Horn of Plenty. I had never intended to argue otherwise. It sure would be insulting if they couldn't get 8 uniques, right? It's just it's so hard to get all the stock cards in play for their deck.
Yeah, skipping apothecary seems pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean it looks okay if you find Chapel on turn 3 from the black market.
Yeah, it would be a lot better in that case. But then you're foregoing fountain points.
That's okay if you can hop Megaturn.
True. I think Kazumaru could start considering the resign button. Mick's got the outpost. Mick's got a deck that works.
I wouldn't resign. Make Mick earn it. I mean, mixed deck only occasionally works. I feel like there's a.
Ooh.
That's weird. Why Duchy? I feel like there's a like. What pile are you worried about?
The black market pile?
Yeah, no, there's no reason to worry. That seems like a weird buy. I mean, the copper, okay, fine. You want those fountain points, but the Duchy, what? And you do have Sanctuary, like as Kazumaru, but it's just one Sanctuary. But that does like help um, deal with the copper influx. Apparently, you have a Stonemason too. That's a pretty awkward card.
You stonemason the trail under two more black markets.
That's true. Kazumaru is missing, is lacking in black markets. But anyways, what I was saying was, I think Mick has like less than maybe a 50% chance to actually kick off on an outpost turn.
Is there any way to set that up? Not really. We just gotta put
Lost
bars
in
for
the
the black
Woods
market.
would help a little. Not a ton, but a little. Then of course, you get the Fool and you get like Mountain's Gift, Sky Gift. You curse the fates. Huh. Qsenoch still has a lucky coin. Incredible.
Well, that's why he's got good shuffle luck.
There's a nice crossroads draw here. You just have to like
Do
cellar, trail, lucky coin, maybe copper.
you Do you want to draw that crossroads?
Oh, you're saying top deck stuff for
I'm
the
thinking at
outpost
this
turn?
point, just get to the end of the shuffle. Isn't there a bunch of junk in that discard?
Yeah, there's a bunch of copper.
I don't think you're drawing all of it. So I'd rather just only draw to the end of the shuffle and call it
Yeah,
there.
because you have to play seller before you can actually get that big crossroads play. That's true. Like if you could save
But
seller for after the shuffle, then it would be great, right? Because you get the draw from crossroads three estates, and then you can seller and discard the estates to get through even more of your shuffle. But you can't do that.
so like here, I think you discard Trail and Two Estates, and reorder your cards so that Falconer or Outpost is in the bottom. Then that draws you four cards. Then you play the Crossroads, which draws you the final card, whatever it is, and then you're good to go. Unless this final card is something that we want to have on top. Like if it's a,
It's a
I guess
swap.
make us thinking
Nope,
of
swap was played.
the swap.
No, swap was played.
What is it?
Swap,
Yeah,
by the
this is probably
way,
what
did nothing. Just pointing that out.
it gave plus one card and plus one action.
Oh, so much value.
Well, I mean, as we established, that's what makes Trail and Page good.
I feel I've been bested.
Yeah, so Mick was probably thinking hard about what the bottom card is, because if the bottom card is something you want to have on top, like a forum, then you just draw all but one rather than all your cards.
Sure
And
seems
it
like that
seems to
was the
me
play.
Mick has come to the conclusion that whatever the bottom card is, it's something helpful. It sounds like he
Falconer
was correct about
gain
that.
copper. So how do you feel about Royal Blacksmith?
Uh, interesting. The whole Royal Blacksmith Apothecary deck,
I
honestly,
mean,
does not seem bad.
you could play the coppers with black market.
Yeah.
Save
Yeah,
them.
or like you're also discarding the coppers with Forum as well. So I strongly consider Royal Blacksmith
Yeah,
here.
I think it's reasonable. Aw. Aw.
It's, that that is a fearful buy. Not necessarily an unreasonable one. I think as as much as I want the Royal Blacksmith, Province might have been the better play. Like you could dud on this outpost turn, and then your opponent could pull out
These apothecaries sure do
uh,
suck.
pile out.
Wait, why did you play that third apothecary? Why didn't you play this for him? Like, you know you're
That
not
just
going to
like
see anything good.
it seems like a bad order.
Oh boy. This three card
Yeah,
hand.
the apothecary thing is a little bit tricky because at some point, what you want to do is you want to save a few apothecaries for when you get through to the end of your shuffle and you got a discard full of coppers. You want to
No.
have like one or two apothecaries cleans it up real well.
Well, I
But
think
not if you've
you're
played
a
all of them.
bit optimistic there, J Nails. I don't think there's going to be any reshuffle.
That could be. Maybe we'll get
It's
there.
actually, like, pretty bad for Mix next turn because they've seen four of their six apothecaries. Like, this is just awful. This is just so bad. This is so bad.
Really needs to gain and play messenger right now.
It's like incredibly bad. Oh my goodness, you're just seeing all the like filtering cards so that
There's all the
next turn is
coppers
going to be
just out of
crap.
reach.
Oh my god. At least you have two apothecaries down there, but like I don't even know if you have a forum down there. That was really bad outpost turn. Huh? You can gain a grand market, I guess. Oh, okay. I guess we're being greedy with points. What pile is Mick worried about emptying?
Black markets. Kazu could stonemason trio, the two of them. Then the four of them disappear somehow.
I think both players are being too paranoid with their opponents. Like they're both overestimating their opponent's abilities.
What if Kazu also pulled an outpost?
It would only be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I pity the fool.
What if Mick gains one? He's like, oh yeah, that card.
I do really enjoy it, like when the opponent trashes a flag bearer with governor, and then you respond by trashing your own flag bearer to take the flag right back. Or they gain one and you react your falconer and you get the flag back.
Yeah,
Those are always fun times.
that governor thing sounds like a really bad play from the person whose turn it is,
Yeah,
because you gain a 6 cost instead of a 5 cost.
indeed.
Honestly, at this point, like I, the only time I use the trashing function of governor is silver to governor or gold to province. I almost like don't even consider the other options at this point. Which
Those are the best uses.
yeah, it's not really obvious what you what you gain here at the falconer. Could be copper. Get those fountain points
Herbalist for the style points. You're just gonna swap it anyway, right?
into what?
Actually, are you swapping it? Maybe you're. What I don't
Swap
even
is a
want to
bad
say.
card. Oh, this is a really sad flames gift. Oh,
You can trash a trail with Flame's Gift,
oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
and that gives you a chance to draw another trail for your Wind's Gift.
Well, it looks like that wasn't the order. It was a nice wins gift though.
I'm pretty sure trashing the trail with Flame's Gift is actually a marginal improvement on this order.
I believe you because you have two forums in your hand. Also, well, that doesn't matter. But
Yeah, it basically just means you get one extra card of sifting from your Wind's
okay,
Gift.
so Kazumaru chose not to trash the copper. Okay, but also chose not to sanctuary it. Like I don't know.
Well, because
Like
Kazumar is about to get the last four apothecaries.
yeah, I just feel like you're gonna have another turn, so you might as well. Well, maybe with
I think
four. I don't know.
Kazumaru is not planning to have another turn. I think Kazumaru looks like Kazumaru wants to win this turn.
Can they get fountain points? Right, that's the question.
Right.
Because if they can win. I think they still need to gain 3 copper. I'm guessing it might be two.
But how many copies have they gained?
I think just one.
Oh, they've gained one. Yeah, you're right.
So they can falconer for
Um,
one, but then they'll need 2 more.
this does not appear to be panning out.
I mean, how are you going to gain all those black markets? Also,
Uh, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
undo to the beginning of game, Kazumara.
Undo to the beginning of the season.
Ooh. I mean, I don't know. Kazumara had a pretty good season. I don't think I would ask for a redo if I
Yeah.
was Kazu. I would be pretty happy to stay in A. Playing with fire if you do otherwise.
True. Tactician would be a lovely card at any other point in this game. So does this do it? Kazu needs 6 gains. I only count 5. So you gotta pull like a villa from the black market or something. Yeah, so we're just fishing for villa, I guess. Right? 'Cause that's the only.
I don't think that'll do it, right? Oh yeah, maybe it will.
Yes, if you bought a villa from the black market, then you could just buy 2 black markets and 3 coppers.
So I think here you just buy coppers until you have found points, and then you think about what you do, what else you're doing.
Yeah, so you could do 3 coppers on a province. Uh, and then hope McDuds. That's probably better than my idea of praying for a villa in terms of likelihood of winning.
It's still weird to like lower black markets like that though. Like if you're not gonna have a win.
Yeah, looking at Kazu's hand, why would you gain the black market from Falconer? Explain that one.
What would you gain from
But
Falconer?
anything else? Like literally, curse seems better to me. If you're not piling out this turn, why would you lower the black market pile?
Okay, I hear you. Yeah, sure. Gain copper. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. Why not gain copper from Falconer? Like you can't play the black market. You don't have enough actions. So it's not like it was
Right?
giving you any more
All you've done
outs.
is lower a pile for your opponent.
Right. You gain copper, right? And then even if you find the villa in the black market, which was your out, you'd still have enough coins to buy the three black markets and the two coppers and win. So yeah.
Well, you also there's a lot that is wrong here. You also could have played the black market before the Falconer, and then if you end up finding something that you want to buy, it could have triggered the Falconer. It also means you can just hold off that decision for another, I don't
Yeah.
know, for another decision. Um, yeah, I wouldn't have gained black market, and even if I were going to play the black market first, I did not like that one bit. But yeah, Falconer gaining copper means you could have bought province, duchy, and two coppers, which is more points and makes it much harder for Mick to pile.
Mick is close to a dud here, but might just sneak out a turn. We'll see.
It needs one more copper, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think Mick is as close as you can get. Yeah, yeah, you can see there's 41 coppers in the supply, so that checks out. Well,
Alrighty.
oh,
So can Mick win here?
that's funny. He swapped into black market, so I think you
But
still have. Wait, are you one short?
swapped out of black market?
Yeah, so he added a black market to the pile, so now he needs to gain three black markets and a copper. I think he's not quite there, right? Because he only has one buy.
One, two. So the swap play actually, I guess it was a safer thing at the time because he didn't know what he was going to draw. But he would have had a win here had he not swapped that, right?
Yeah, you got fool from instead of black market, so I think that's accurate.
Not buying any of that. Uh,
You only have one buy.
province.
Oh, I guess you can horn up plenty of copper. Wait.
He's already got the coppers, right?
Oh, I missed that. When did that happen?
From the Earth's Gift.
Gotcha. Heart's gift. Discard copper to gain copper. Of course. Naturellement.
It's like Way of the Rat for coppers.
So I think I feel vindicated in my uh, impression that Horn of Plenty Megaturn was not in the cards.
What are you getting? Yeah.
This,
Oh, well, Lurker looks great with Trail.
this sure is a sad 7 coins. Yes, get more Horn of Plenties. I'm sure that'll work out for you.
What is? I don't know about the blacksmith.
The blacksmith's what you're not sure about?
It is something I'm not sure about.
Uh, these decks have completely fallen apart.
A little bit. As Mick, would you Falconer gain an estate here?
I mean, you have to discard 2 cards to the forum. So,
Yeah, so like you could discard Silver Falconer, or you could discard
oh, I
Silver
see what you're
Estate
saying.
and gain a estate, and then play the Crossroads.
I would not have considered that line, but it seems fine. Like, whatever. Like, I don't think it matters. Maybe it matters. It seems really unlikely for it to matter.
1 point is going to be the deciding point.
Whoa!
Oh, I am. deeply confused by this.
Whoops!
That can't be correct.
Whoops!
I
Mick's
just
just
refuse to
like,
believe.
whatever. I want this game to be over.
But like he thought about it for a while and then chose that path.
What are you gonna gain?
All right, so Kazumaru just needs to triple here.
Triple estate? He's got it. He's on the case.
Yeah. Oh, see, this is why Apothecary is a good move because you have a potion in your deck, which sets you up for the transmute reveal on the black market.
Clearly.
I mean, transmute synergizes with trail.
Whoa!
People say Kazumaru never resigns.
Kazumaru just saved us all 15 seconds.
We got this time. Forest Dweller Trail, Vault Trail, Stonemason, and Falconer, kinda. Oh, it is Enchantress Trail. Oh, Old Map Trail. That's actually a pretty significant one.
Enchantress Trail? What?
Yeah, you play your trail for +1 card, +1 action in lieu of its normal effect.
Hmm. Forest Dweller Trail. Actually, I mean, I like Forest Dwellers.
Yeah, I was just remarking on that a moment ago. Think, do you get a Guildmaster here?
You can actually choose Forest Dwellers
Yeah, yeah.
before the Den of Sin, right? The Den of Sin draw. I feel like
Is that the
that's.
better order?
Um.
I don't know.
Whoa.
I like that play. So this gives Mick a lot of control over the Odyssey pile.
I would. I would doubt that. I have doubt about that.
Let's see what there is to doubt. I think I want 10 money.
You can actually just work around Enchantress entirely, right? Just by way of the mousing.
Work around entirely means your pigs are like fancier pigs.
Yeah, I mean they're like
Yeah,
really fancy pigs.
they're pretty fancy pigs. How do you
So,
get to 10? I think is that at a vault and then a den? You're probably getting there.
I mean, is that even that good?
That's what that good.
Populate.
Yeah, it gets you all the action cards. That's 9 old maps.
Oh, that's true. Every action card you don't want can be an old map. That's true.
I want to populate.
Yeah, I mean I always want to populate. I just in the commentator's chair. Sometimes we need to ask the annoying questions like, is it worth it? Probably. Because in particular because of Way of the Mouse, right? So like you don't have to worry about being
Yeah,
over terminaled. You can always just play a terminal as an old map.
yeah. When in doubt, and by populate. I think you probably just do the one and then start greening.
Yeah, it turns out like the
'Cause it,
best kingdom card doesn't get gained by populate. So that's a little unfortunate.
that's true. It'd be nice if we
So
could gain.
Qsenoch opens with Um, three stonemasons. Manages to get five though. All
Stonemason's
coppers.
pretty good at hitting 5.
It is on this board. Whoa! Didn't get a den. I thought turn three Den of Sin was the best thing ever. That's what somebody said to me.
Falconers.
I got a
Hmm.
question for you, J Nails. Are you trashing coppers at all with stonemason?
Hmm. No.
Okay.
Well, maybe late in the game might come up. I want tin money in my hand.
And coppers can represent that money.
Yeah. Like I'm 7/10 of the way there already. I just need 3 more money somehow. I don't know where it's coming from. Like,
I
Vaults or
mean, it would be
Guildmaster,
really
probably.
awesome to play a guildmaster and then buy populate.
Or me.
You'd be set for the rest of the game in
You can only
favors.
dwell in the forest once per turn, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, sad.
So I don't.
Spam Falconer until populate. I hate the idea. Oh, hello.
This is such a confusing board. I would not want to play it.
I think if you get to 10 substantially earlier than your opponent, you're in a good spot.
It's so hard to do. Like, what's the build
And
here? Do you get trail? Do you get diplomat? I don't know. You probably get trail because you have a bunch of old maps, which turn into lost cities.
yeah, like these trails are really likely to be like better lost cities.
Yeah.
They're like lost sifties.
So yeah, I think you just go for all the trails. Then a guildmaster. I want to see the guildmaster populate. Like forest dwellers is legit good. Huh. Do you get a second
I-
falcon or you just go for your Den of Sin now?
I'm thinking
Uh,
Den,
oh,
Guildmaster, Vault.
stonemason double trail.
Hmm.
I like getting the trails. By the way, this game is
Trails are
just
good
gonna
cards.
be over. How good is populate when you can't even gain a stonemason or a trail?
It's true. Well, Stonemason, I'm not worried about losing that split.
Yeah, I don't like this kingdom.
I think do you at some point stonemason a trail for 2/3s?
Yeah, I like it's a possibility. You can get the enchantresses. It's okay. Like you could be
Like basically
playing
just
with Merchant Camp Diplomat, but like I think it's just better to play Old Map Trail.
I'm just trying to figure out how you get your deck to have more than 7 money in it. I guess one way to buy silver in the opening.
Is there any plus behind this kingdom?
Nope. That is the big limitation.
I don't even know if you populate. I don't even know if it's correct to populate.
I think you got to do it once, and then your deck is fit for
Yeah,
provincing.
probably.
And then, like, if there were a better way to gain duchies here, then I think you could build a little bit bigger, even without the ability to double province. But duchies also look hard to acquire.
This board is so sad.
Like, you had a modest gold gainer, and then you could build a little bit more, and then stonemason golds into duchies, and that'd be okay.
You know what's gonna happen though is before anybody actually makes it to 10 coins to populate, or really 8 coins to buy province, somebody's just gonna The trails are going to be empty, and then somebody's going to stone mason trails and empty merchant camps, and the game's going to end. It's going to be sad.
Yeah. Or estates even.
Yeah, that's the kind of kingdom this is. I hate it. Ooh. So do you buy Den? I buy Den.
Yeah, I think Den sounds good. Uh, there are a lot of other good things also for 5, so you could consider Falconer or Vault.
Vault?
Vault.
Come on. I guess that's a way to hit 10.
You discard some trails to it.
Yeah. But like you have plenty of cards you can discard trail to and you can't discard them multiple times. That's interesting. It's probably fine, but I don't know, kind of makes me sad. I think the vault synergy is redundant with the other ways that you could discard trail.
That's possible.
But you can discard estates to it and eventually provinces.
And Vault just seems like a decently good way to get 10.
I agree. But you're not going to get 10 and also get 8 favors, so what's the point?
That was the only real appeal of Populate was the the forest dweller favors. React chill. Are they not reacting Trillis Mouse? Wait, yeah, why are they not?
Is that like an interface challenge?
Yeah, maybe they're confused by it.
Hmm.
It does seem weird that they're. I don't even notice it until
Yeah, I wonder
it
if
was mentioned.
that's I
They're
wonder
not.
if that's difficult to do or non obvious to do. But yeah, that totally is the thing to do. Hmm.
My guess is the client must not prompt you, because if it prompted you, they'd be like, "Oh, duh, of course I'll do this."
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
they must
thinking.
just not be thinking. So as I recall, the way you would do this is you either click the way of the mouse button and then click trail, or in the box that shows up on the right hand side, there's like a smaller box inside that box with the way of the mouse icon, and you click the smaller box, and that would work.
Wait. Hmm. Okay. So let's see what Kazumaru does. Could get Guildmaster or Den or Vault. Whatevs. Although, I mean, I think Kazumaru is just kind of in a bad spot not having Falconer.
Yeah, honestly, none of the 5s look bad.
I don't think Kazumaru really has any realistic odds of actually spiking popular at this point. But like they have the enchantresses, right? So the idea is you play some enchantresses and then you can get there at some point. Also, 2 merchant camps for who knows what reason.
Uh, it's like an old map that you can scheme.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean,
Continuing to do the not react trail is way of the mouse
I
thing.
kind of wish that
Oh,
Tracer
look,
hadn't
look,
brought that to our
he did
attention.
it, he did it, he did
No,
it.
no, that was on gain, not on not on discard. It might be a different interface. But maybe
Maybe so.
now Mick will be like aware of it.
We're about to find out.
We are. It looks like a populate.
This looks like 10 money.
Wait, why not discard trail?
He's gonna stone mason the trail, isn't he?
But then you don't necessarily. You're almost certain to hit.
I don't.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh! We got teased. We got so teased, J Nails.
All right. Mick Qsenoch is officially disqualified.
He actually ends up losing this season. We didn't even think that was possible. DQ'd from the league by authority of J Nails.
Well, congratulations to Kazumaru, our new A-League champion. Actually, that's premature. Kazumaru is also not yet populate. We might just not have a victor this season.
It is only turn 7. This is the power of Way of the Mouse.
It sure does not feel like turn 7.
There's been a lot of spinning. Marginally productive spinning. Well, you got the patrol. You should play it.
We just have to check Bobby DJ's
Oh!
populate game.
Oh no.
That was a sad patrol.
Draws 2 estates.
So can they still get there? Uh, Maybe.
What? Like how is it even possible? Oh, not playing Enchantress. No, like they don't have the money, right? They don't have the money in the deck.
You just gain and play some
What?
silvers. I said you gain and play some silvers.
Oh god. No, 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 no.
So you old map the estates, then you stonemason the trail, and then you draw the.
Well, interesting that Merchant Camp was played. So there's no way now for Kazumaru to hit 8 this turn unless they gain some payload. I guess they're just I don't know what they're doing.
The usual.
But I feel like Kazumaru needed to get a Falconer. I feel like that's pretty important.
Does Cosmore only have 3 other trails?
Yeah, 3 out of, but Mick only has 5, but Kazumaru is never going to get another one unless they buy it, which,
Or unless they populate.
or Stonemason a patrol. Okay, I'm imagining it, DZ. Oh god, C chart instead of old map would be so frustrating. Anyways, you should all be thankful that it's old map. That way Trail gets to shine.
Yeah, it's not a bad kingdom for old map as Way of the Mouse.
Yeah, I passed up on Populate when there was still trails left in the supply too. That's crazy.
Somebody just hates fun.
I feel like you're kind of like winning either way, but the Populate way seems more reliable actually. It's just harder to dead when you have all those cards in your deck. And then like you can use Falconer to like gain Enchantress to like just be more reliable next turn, stuff like that. Maybe Mick was just so sad that they didn't have a Guildmaster in play and they knew they couldn't populate. at that point.
Wouldn't be right.
Yeah, that's what we have to believe. Whoa! I guess Mick wasn't thrilled with the prospects for gaining stuff with Falconer after Trails ran out. Which okay.
I My guess is Mick just really wanted all the trails immediately and was a bit impatient.
That doesn't make too much sense. Just because Kazumaru like doesn't have a Falconer, so you get those trails. You get one this turn, you get one next turn if you play the Falconer.
Now we we draw our vault, and then we're at 10.
I think Mick might be trying to win this turn. I
Why would
think
he do that? He hasn't populated yet.
I think
There's
Mick
more important priorities
I
than winning the game.
think Mick's gonna win this turn.
No, Mick's about to populate. He's just faking you out.
You're right. Well, I mean that'd be the play, right?
Yeah.
No, you just keep going until you hit 10, and then you buy populate to win.
Yeah,
Gain the last enchantress.
exactly.
So yeah, that was turn 8. Pretty fast game.
Speedy. Just way the mouse things. Is Trail any good here? Got some synergies with all three of the Necro options. I'm going to say yes. It's also good as Salvager.
Necro. Yeah. Yeah, let's focus on Salvager.
Yeah, all right. Back to Necromancer. I think that the
No,
strongest one
it's a
here is going to
Nambo
be
because
the,
Trail never goes in the trash, therefore your Necromancer never gets to play Trail.
the Trail gets to play Trail.
I mean, to be fair, Zombie Apprentice playing Trail is pretty good. I'll give you that.
Exactly.
So
And Zombie
5-2
Spy.
kind of sucks.
Uh, hmm. Not that bad, right?
See, I would have done what Kazumaru did
I prefer 4-3.
and bought the Relic and just suffered for it the rest of the game. Like, I don't actually think opening Relic is good. It's tempting because you have the 5, and it's like, oh, Relic's a good card, right? But I think you have to suck it up and buy the Salvager, even on the 5-2.
I think I like Salvager and no Druid.
Yeah.
Just Salvager nothing for 5-2.
Yeah, definitely not the Druid.
And that's, I mean, like, I would take a silver, of course, but like skipping the silver is not that much of a downside.
Agreed. I think the 5-2 is dangerous because it encourages you to buy Relic when you shouldn't.
You got to ease all your money. Is that a duchy?
I feel
Or no, Academy.
it feels more important in the opening, like for me at least. I still get caught by the spend all your money trap. I mean, obviously I don't do it for like gold, but it feels like, oh man, Relic is a good card. Like I should take this opportunity while I have 5 to get it, right? But no, I don't think it's right. Especially not because it's the kind of card that's going to let you keep hitting 5 and 6, and then you're going to keep on making bad decisions. If that is, your your mentality.
Quarry. Hmm. Yeah, I like the quarry. You probably want to be adding Honeyground soon.
What about familiar?
What about familiar?
It'd be annoying if the opponent played it, but
Well,
I'd feel really bad about going for it too. Like it's annoying to play with and
Sanjay
against.
seems to believe in it. Do I agree with that? Uh, I'm not sure. I think it's a borderline familiar kingdom.
Yeah.
The I don't think I would go for it personally, but like the copper trashing and curse trashing is pretty terrible.
Yep.
And so that's the main thing that makes you, I think, want familiar here.
Yep. Accurate statements. Mick gets a druid.
If you've got unlimited actions from Academy. That druid is never gonna be worse than a cantrip. Actually, Market Square.
Mm, that's making an assumption, but okay. This doesn't look like you obviously have infinite actions. Like, if you add enough druids to your deck, you will not have infinite actions.
I
But
don't know
whatever.
because there's only a finite number of druids. So if you had infinite actions and you added finite druids, you'd still be at infinite actions.
I think it's okay to add one druid. Like, that seems fine. Um, but you want to get a second salvager now because you're getting cursed. I think. I think
Yeah,
pilgrimage is worth it.
if I had 10, I would. Oh, so does Kazu's already got the pilgrimage? Yeah, pilgrimage now looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, familiar hunting grounds, salvager or something, or village, whatever. Or yeah,
I Yeah, I think I'm taking familiar hunting on salvager here.
yeah. And then you can take a trail or a quarry. But yeah, having the second salvager like in a kingdom with trail, pretty fine. But yeah, thinking about it some more, I do think Zombie Apprentice is like trashing trail seems best.
Yeah, I think necromancer looks great here.
You do need some trails before that pays off. But wow,
In the interim, you can hit some estates with zombie mason.
uh, I wasn't paying attention, but apparently Qsenoch has 4 hunting grounds. Dang.
Because he didn't buy a potion. Yeah, this is the downside to familiar is there are good fours here that are not potion. And so you're passing up a lot, adding a potion, which is a stop card to your deck, to then get a familiar that you're then gonna play like the next shuffle after that. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Mick can endure the curses, right? Like it's about to get nasty for him. His opponent has 3 familiars.
Yes. These curses are gonna be dropping at a very fast clip.
And yeah, Mick probably needs to get another salvager. Seems like something you need to do. Yep. Womp womp. Trash the copper.
And
Trail.
necromancer.
Or necromancer. Trail or necromancer, either way. I guess you could buy pilgrimage too. Because you're very likely to see that hunting grounds next turn. So, hunting grounds familiar or something else. Pretty nice pilgrimage.
Yeah, that also does not sound bad. I'd be okay with pilgrimage here.
Getting close to game over, says Cavo Sapien. Um, I assume you're thinking about a state pile via trashing hunting grounds. I don't know what the third pile is. Curses? Salvager. Yeah, I don't call that close, but it is something to keep an eye on. I mean, I think pilgrimage is like I'm not going to be afraid to lower piles with pilgrimage next turn as Kazumaru. I don't think the game is that close to over. Also, bringing the end of the game closer is actually better for Kazumaru because they have the points lead and will for the foreseeable future. But Kazumaru gets a quarry, which is okay. A lot of good options to buy, although the quarry feels a little late. Yeah, I think I just prefer Pilgrimage a little more. So Mick is running out of villagers. I feel like he needs to buy a village. Tragic.
Villages are. Oh no, tragic is terminal.
You play the druid. Guess you have to count and stuff. Looks like the answer is yes. You can get a lot of villages.
Uh yeah, I think I would say yes on playing the druid.
Yeah, yeah. I like it. Boom, boom, boom. You buy 3 villages and then think. No, maybe you don't need another hunting grounds. But Mick gets it. I mean, it's nice to be able to trash him. Maybe Mick does have pile out next turn.
On which
Estates, hunting grounds, village. Like Mick has 2 druids now, which is a lot of buys, and then the villages only cost 1. And then if you're trashing hunting grounds with salvager, like you get a lot of money from that. So I feel like you can buy all those things. Right? So you have 7 buys as Mick. So you have to buy 2 estates, hunting ground, and 4 villages, which you can do. So you just have to be able to draw and then trash 2 hunting grounds as Mick. You don't even need that. Okay, that's even easier. You need a province, Kazumaru. You may not want to hear it, but you do need a province.
you have to score here, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Duchy's not even enough. Has to be province. In fact, it might not even be enough. I think Mick can buy province and all the other things because Kazumaru took hunting grounds. It's only going to cost 8 coins for Mick to buy the 2 estates and 4 villages, and they're going to get 12 coins from trashing the hunting grounds, and then they have some more money. So yeah, I think Mick can buy province, 2 estates, 4 villages, and then win. Even if Kazumaru takes the province here, Mick just needs to find his hunting grounds. Which, since Druid can draw 1 card, seems super likely. Oh my goodness, the worst possible outcome. Wow. Wow. So, yeah, that's a lot of curses coming out. So that's like a guaranteed win for Kazu. Wow, that dud. Crazy. Yeah, it's a trivial win, right? Um, because you have the Druid for
Uh,
buys. So ooh, you have 1 more Salvager too. Yeah. I mean, it's a perfect win, but yeah, because you have 5 buys, so you can buy 4 villages and a curse. You just need to play your other familiars. trash the potion for style.
Or you could empty salvagers.
I mean, no.
Maybe we'd draw short for that.
Oh, you were thinking with. Wait, what?
Oh no, no. I'm mixing this up with the earlier kingdom that had Earth's Gift. We do not have Earth's Gift. I was not thinking you were going to gain and play a salvager, but you're not going to do that.
Nope.
Um,
Yeah, so crazy unlucky dead for Qsenoch, who had 700 grounds and couldn't find him in like 7 cards or 8 cards, whatever it was. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Last game.
all right. Well, with that, Kazu's got a chance of pulling this back and maybe even clinching the match.
I mean, it's 3-2 for Mick, so it's going to be tough for Kazumaru to actually win this match.
Especially with Apothecary in the kingdom. Hmm. This is an interesting kingdom. Trail looks really significant to me.
So you can discard Trail with Hunter, which is interesting. And of course, you can
Yeah.
Junk Dealer trash it. I mean,
I'm looking to do both of those things.
yeah, Trail seems fine. Like, there's not an easy way to gain it, so I don't think it's amazing. You can
It's the only
also play
village
Trail as Way of the Otter. But what do you even need a village for? Like, it's not
to
a
play action
kingdom.
cards.
Well, you can play the most important action cards, Hunter and Junk Dealer, without village.
What if I want to play Gulp?
You can. You get one.
What if I want to play two?
Eh, now you're asking a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. I think we're imagining kind of the same deck. You're just assigning more positive value to it than I am. Yeah, you definitely want to play Skulk because it's plus buy. Turns out it's the only plus buy. And
What?
Orchards in the
Oh,
Kingdom, so I want at least 3 Junk Dealers, at least 3 Hunters, at least 3 Trails, and yeah, probably 3 Skulks.
3 apothecaries.
I am not thinking about playing with Apothecary.
I'm thinking about it. That's
I'm gonna.
4 points. And it means you don't have to waste your time trashing those coppers.
I don't really consider it a waste. But, I mean, I think
You
it's
could be
reasonable.
trashing your trails.
I do think it's reasonable. The thing is, the trick with the Apothecary is you really want to hit 5. So, the opening potion, I would not have liked, but if you get potion once you already know you can hit 5, I think it's fine. Which is what Kazumaru did.
Well, you could take a skulk first and then second shuffle potion.
Yeah, that's what Kazumaru did, and I think it's a fine idea.
Yeah, Kazumaru has learned from the error of his ways.
I mean, it's not the case that Apothecary is always correct to get, so I'm not sure where you're going there.
Yeah, every once in a while you skip it.
Yeah, every once in a while, 55% of the time.
Every once in a while.
Look at that cute otter. Spooky.
At least.
That actually sucks. Yeah, you have to buy trails. Isn't that frustrating?
Yeah, that's the only way to get into your deck, isn't it?
They cost 4. In case people didn't know, trail costs 4.
That's what the word on the street is.
Qsenoch with the big brain play to trash copper instead of estate. No, he trashes the state anyway. I was thinking like, okay, you're trying to like set up a hunter draw thing or nope. Oh, that sucks.
Interesting order.
That poverty really sucks. You got to play Skulk now as Way to the Otter and pray.
The old Prey of the Otter.
Or not.
Who needs to
Mick's
buy
not about
cards?
that.
Giving your opponent a copper is like buying a lab.
Oh, Otter. Ooh, that's not the hunter you want. Say plus spy actually coming in handy.
Envious might hurt here.
Get a what?
So what do we buy?
Hunter?
Trail,
Oh
okay.
no, you already have three. Junk dealer trail maybe. No. Gotta catch 'em all. I love Orchard.
It's a good landmark.
It nudges the game in a more interesting direction.
I think I agree with Cave. I was thinking about another Skulk as well, but waiting one more turn feels right.
Yeah, like the previous Mick turn had 2 coins, so you know you're not necessarily guaranteed a good turn. Yeah, next turn you can get Skulk Trail or something. And then I'm not really I don't really care about any more
It,
orchard points at that point. Like I think as Mick, I'm satisfied with my 4 sets of 4.
the Junk to the Village effect does not seem so bad. I mean, you can react the trail as Way of the Otter to immediately take advantage of it.
Yeah. So as Mick, would you try to get 3 of Guard Dog or 3 of Rogue or anything like that?
Hmm. Oh, you're not very likely to activate Guard Dog, are you? Oh, but Guard Dog is great if it's in your starting hand, because your opponent has to be playing Skulks. And so the Guard Dog is just a lab if you find it in the starting hand. I think you can play with Guard Dogs here. I'm not sure if it'll happen, but I think it could come up.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty cheap. I feel like it depends on how much money I have, right? Because if it turns out that I end up with like 14 coins, then it's like, well, maybe Province Double Guard Dog is the thing to do. But then you have to think like, well, maybe I should just get a gold so I can actually buy double Province.
That is probably a decent number of returns where you got like a junk dealer trail and a guard dog, and having the guard dog just means you play the trail normally and then play the guard dog rather than ottering the trail,
Yeah.
and then you end up back where you started.
Yeah, I'm
But
on
it
the
gives
fence
you,
with Guard Dog.
yeah, it gives you orchard points and it gives you a chance at some nice turns if you have them in the starting hand. So I think it's if you got time for it, I would take them. Isn't rogue attack really good here? Maybe in the end game, I'd be afraid of hitting trails.
Yeah. I just, nah, I'm not feeling the Rogue.
Rogue has the certainly a big problem at the moment of competing with Hunter and Junk Dealer, both of which look much better.
Well, and then also being terminal. Okay, so yeah, I think Kazumaru has 0 trails, right?
That's is that true? That's that, that can't be right. Kazumaru.
I mean, I think they bought Potion instead, Apothecary.
Right. Actually, they got two apothecaries versus three trails.
I'm thinking Apothecary has not worked out. Like, look at this hand. Kazumaru has had this hand multiple times of 4 copper and a potion, and it sucks.
I guess to be fair, that's not like you don't know what advance is going to happen. And like 5 and a potion, you can buy. Well, actually, you can't buy a guard dog if you don't have a trail. Hmm.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure, whether Apothecary would be good or not, but as it's playing out, Mick's in the better position. Famine, worse than usual, and it's usually pretty bad.
That's pretty funny.
You get that trail back too, right? Man.
What do you mean?
I mean, like on your turn, that's in your discard pile.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go back around to it, you could play it a second time.
So, such a good famine.
We're changing this. So let's see. Buying a tra-
To play
Is this
it, to
gonna do?
clear out a, I don't know why gold, why not silver?
I think
Oh my god.
I think
Oh,
maybe he thought he could play the gold.
oh no, just trying to
Okay.
clear out
o-
2 treasures.
It's it's possible he messed up the reaction and was trying to play it his way the otter.
Yeah. I think he was just trying to clear out the 2 treasures.
Yeah. Seems fine to me.
Yep. So you need an extra action if you want to play both skulks, so you should just react to trail normally when you trash it with Chunk Dealer.
Where's the other skull hiding? It's the bottom card.
Must be, right? Or wait,
On
famine happened. Um
Yes, it looks like
yeah,
the skulk's in the
famine
discard.
discarded a skulk. Wait, no.
Wait, there's the skulk though.
Whoa, interesting choice. I mean, I guess the order doesn't matter, but it's like a show off order.
Oh, diluted hurts. Diluted hurts a lot.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so Mick's not going for the guard dog stuff, which is fine. I mean, not yet. Secures the skulk orchard points.
Yeah, I don't think I would have thought about guard dog there. The other action cards all look really good, and you got a lot of money, so adding plus buy and then a way to play your plus buy seems like a good idea.
I mean, I think it's good to get the extra gold too, just more payload there. Um,
Yeah, it makes
from
good card
skulk.
deck control.
Yeah, I like that.
It's,
I like those gains. Right, Hunter, Trail, Skulk.
yeah.
That seems good. Should be pretty reliable. And then it's province time for me. And the province, like, ideally don't slow you down too much.
All right, time to take a potion. Oh no no no, Mick! That was your chance. I
I
totally would have taken a potion there, just Mick.
Yeah, I know you would. I mean, it's not terrible, right? Because it just costs 2 coins and a potion. You have the buys. 3 turns in, you
Yeah,
get
like,
4 points. But
you had to
like,
gain a treasure anyway. So the whole problem of oh no, I have to take a potion was a lot
but the
more
apothecary's not doing
mediated.
much in mixed deck. It's just
It's
for
showing you
orchard
what's coming
points.
up. It's like a sneak preview.
That is what it is.
It's also actually like not that bad with Hunter because you can line up Hunter for maximum collidiness.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Huh.
If someone were to put three apothecaries in my deck, I would not complain.
I think you play one as an otter and one as not. I guess two as not. Works fine.
What's the term of art for it, Topher?
Hold on, what did you just say? You wouldn't complain if people put apothecaries in your deck. That's not what's going on.
That's what would be going on in the hypothetical.
No, Mick would be spending effectively 4 coins on a buy, 3 turns in a row to get apothecaries.
If the someone who put the apothecaries in the deck were me, well, that's just how it plays out sometimes.
Yeah, that diluted really kind of killed Kazumaru's chances.
Yeah. Painful hex.
Envy's gonna hurt too. Whoever gets it.
Yeah, Envy showed up once earlier, and I think had a moderate impact at the time.
Hmm.
Let's get back in show.
Yeah, next time it comes up, it would crush Mick's purchasing power.
Oh, maybe it actually had more than a moderate impact. Let's see. So it hit Kazu's silver and gold. They ended up with they had 1 money, 2 money. Yeah, they had 6 money instead of nine. That made a difference. Yeah, the envious actually hurt as well.
Those were some nasty attacks. Wow. Oh, except the fear was, I guess, friendly. Never mind. It was a mixed bag. Mick buys a horde. That seems greedy. I don't like that horde.
I don't like the horde either. I think if I wanted golds in this kingdom, I would just get more skulks.
Yep.
Yeah, rogue does not look good to me here.
Now, bureaucrat, on the other hand,
I think I would take a bureaucrat over a rogue if that was the choice I was being given.
I agree with that.
Look at this apothecary lining up a perfect hunter reveal. So now Kazi just needs to play the hunter that's in his hand.
Yep. Easy peasy. So you can't play on, right? Like you can play on a little, but you can't get past this province.
It probably you put the province on top and you draw it, and then you call it a turn.
Yeah, I think so. You don't really want a trail in your starting hand, but maybe sometimes it's okay. Oh, that's funny.
Uh,
The curse is worth one.
so is trail better in your deck? Maybe so. I would like junk dealer wants it in hand. Hunter wants it not in hand. Yeah, maybe you draw the trail. You could untop deck the trail. I'm not sure if that's better or worse, but I think it's plausibly better to not have it in your starting hand.
What a junk dealer trash. Oh, the curse that he got. Friendly.
I still do not like this horde. Money is not really the limitation here, to my mind at all. It's the buys and the actions.
I mean, I want to hit double province, but there are many ways to do that. Hmm. Here it is, the guard
Oh, well,
dog. Oh no. Haunting doesn't let you activate trail. It's okay though. You can top deck that and then play hunter to start your turn. Oh, never mind. Wow.
haunting does let you activate trail.
Yeah, who knew? Famine. What a joke. Yeah, I think Mick just wanted to hit double province, but like, why? You can dud
Double
now.
province.
You are
Double
capable of
province is so
dudding.
unambitious. Live a little, Mick.
Double province is best. I won't hear this anti-green slander.
Orchard is green. This is a pro-green stance.
Mick
Is it in a
has
much
Mick has
nicer
paid
shade of
the
green?
paid the orchard task, the tax. You know, he's done it. He's put in. He's got his 16 VP. You can ask no more of
He,
him.
I could ask him to have many more VP. He still doesn't have three bureaucrats. He still doesn't have three charlatans. Still doesn't have three guard dogs or apothecaries or rogues.
Hmm. This is kind of unfortunate. You have to play the trail to draw the junk dealer.
It's fine. Trash some coppers. It's not the end of the world.
It is not the end of the world. Trash that duchy.
It's
Twice
miserable.
miserable.
I like this choice to leave a guard dog on top.
So apothecary, trail guard dog.
Hmm.
Wait, you need another junk
Definitely like
dealer
a.
too,
I
right?
like these buys.
Kazumaru, yeah, can get VP from a junk dealer buy, and now double guard dog. So they're definitely going more for the orchards, but oh, that's it.
Look at
Yeah,
all of these golds being worse than nothing.
I do not. Yeah, I didn't like the horde either. It's got to be province hunter, right?
Hmm. Yes, the province. 100 does seem like a reasonable buy.
I guess you could think like if trail is better, but I think with the provinces you've added, hunter's better.
Yeah, probably province hunter.
Zumaru probably not happy to see those trails in their hand. Yeah.
Let's see if I understand this properly. I think Moyo is saying, why not react to the skulk with your guard dog? It was the last action play of the turn anyway. But bear in mind that you're reacting the moment skulk is played, so you don't necessarily know what hex that skulk is going to give. So I guess there's a 1/12 chance that that skulk gives you a poverty, and then you're sad. I think it might still be worth it. I'm not sure how badly he needed the actions, because reacting the guard dog immediately gives you the upside of you're playing it non-terminally, which could matter.
I want to take a moment to appreciate Kozumaru playing guard dog as otter. Strict upgrade.
Yes, it's like a sea dog.
Um, Kozumaru. Okay, I was like, they don't haven't played any skulk. That hurts. Ooh, keeping both junk dealers. Wow. Oh,
Bold.
bold indeed. Why Dutchy there? Why not guard dog? Or like,
Yeah,
wait, no, why not junk
yes.
dealer? Hold on, you need a junk dealer, Kazumaru. Why did you get Dutchy?
As as Kazumaru, I'm still thinking about orchard points.
Well, I mean, junk dealer is the orchard points, yeah. Oh, he
Right.
was
Yeah.
diluted. He was diluted.
Oh, that explains so much.
I think we figured it out. We cracked the case.
Yeah, those repeated diluteds might be the game deciding factors here.
Yeah, I mean, Mick has been the recipient of double misery, which definitely hurts. Um,
Oh, and envious now, man. Mick is just getting all the nasty
so
hexes. Not that that one mattered, I guess.
yeah. So it turns out Apothecary didn't win, but it was close, and like Mick was player one, so I think it definitely was a pretty close call of whether or not Apothecary was correct there.
Trail had a pretty good showing. Like there was a one kingdom where it was totally relevant, but we saw some kingdoms where Trail was like the central card.
Yeah.
Like it
Um,
made this kingdom a lot stronger. It made that turn 7 one a lot stronger. I'm just surprised I'm
oh
forgetting.
yeah, absolutely. The there is a turn eight, but yeah, the mouse old
Yeah.
map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then there was the one with the forum trail and like the really like ugly endgame. I won't say sloppy.
Yeah, it was pretty good there as well.
Yeah. So yeah, Mick ended up winning 4-2, but it was all about the fun of the games, which hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Thanks for commentating with me, J Nails.
See you around.
Indeed. More Dominion in the future. See you later.